The Washington Commanders are on a 3-game losing streak, and Kliff Kingsbury is adding to his infamy with yet another end-of-season collapse.
There's no doubt. At times, the last couple of years, we've looked really good early and then faded late.
How's it going today? My name is Jesse McNamer, and welcome to Point of View. Before we get into it today, I just want to say we always appreciate your feedback. I look forward to reading your comments like the one we've got here. Also, be sure to stay tuned to the end of this episode to see if you can guess today's trivia question down below. Today's topic: is Kliff Kingsbury really going to fall off to end yet another season? The Commanders' offensive coordinator is known for this sort of thing in the past stops, and it looks like it could be plaguing him yet again. The Commanders started the season 7-2 and held a half-a-game lead over the Eagles at NFC standings. Jayden Daniels was the clear frontrunner for Offensive Rookie of the Year, and the team ranked 4th in the NFL in points per game and 3rd in yards per game. But since Week 9, Washington has lost 3 straight games, including Sunday's debacle where they lost to Cooper Rush and the now 4-7 Dallas Cowboys. And the offense that was once a strong suit of the team hasn't been able to keep up in recent weeks. It started in Week 8 against the Bears, where they would have scored 12 points if it weren't for the Hail Mary. They then scored 10 points through 3 quarters against the Eagles 2 games ago, and 9 points against the Cowboys Sunday. They added some points in the 4th quarters of each of the last 2 games to make the final score look a little better, but in reality, they didn't keep up the production they showed to start the year. And while you could point to defenses figuring out a rookie QB or drop passes or whatever, it's impossible to ignore the elephant in the room, and that is the history of Kliff Kingsbury. He was asked last week about that history and if he had plans to break that trend. Here's his response.
I would have to see the what you're talking about historically, like the references, but yeah, I don't have any plans to do anything to break that trend that I know of. Yeah, I mean, I'd have to see what years you're talking about. So I was thinking about doing triple option. Like, is that what you're getting? Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, we're gonna do what we do. So.
All right, man, I appreciate a good joke, but come on. You gotta know what the reporter is talking about. If you honestly don't, then let me help you out. It started at Texas Tech, where Kliff was the head coach from 2013 to 2018. He posted a 27-15 record through the first 7 games of each season combined, but had just an 8-25 record to end those seasons. It then transferred to the Arizona Cardinals, where he served as the head coach from 2019 to 2022. The team was 18-9-1 through the first 7 weeks in those 4 seasons, and closed out the year with a combined record of 9-27. And finally, we're seeing it this year with the Commanders, who were 5-2 through Week 7 and are 2-3 in their last 5, and really should be 1-4 if it weren't for the Hail Mary. Now, I realize in the past examples, Kliff was the head coach, and with the Commanders, he's only responsible for the offense, but it's clear the offense has taken a step back in the past few weeks. They had at least 300 yards of offense in all but one of the team's first 8 games, and the one they didn't reach that mark, they had 299. In the past 4 weeks, they failed to reach that mark twice. The team also had just 3 total turnovers through the first 9 weeks, but have lost 5 over the past 3 weeks, including 3 against the Cowboys. And not only are the numbers as a whole down, but the first halves have been brutal as well. 2 weeks ago against the Eagles, the Commanders scored just 7 points in the first half, and Sunday against the Cowboys, they had just 3. Needless to say, it's insane that Kliff doesn't know what everyone is talking about when they mention the Kingsbury slide. This is a huge problem for the Commanders and their postseason hopes, and head coach Dan Quinn needs to be more involved in the offense to try and slow down the slide. If you have a better idea to stop the slide, let us know on X, because if history repeats itself like it appears to be, they're going to be kicking themselves for wasting a promising season and potentially throwing away a Rookie of the Year award for their franchise QB. So Kliff, I hope you can get it together and fast, because this storyline isn't going to go away anytime soon if this keeps up. I mean, just a few weeks ago, we were praising the Commanders for their magical start, and I think that's still in them somewhere. For more on why there's still a lot to like about this team, check out this past episode of Point of View. And the moment you've been waiting for, here's the answer to today's trivia question. We appreciate you tuning in. We will see you in the next one.